into this so that you all can get the meat and potatoes of the message. This is going to be a great message, and I wanted to talk about it. So, whenever you get in, let me know if you can hear me. If you're new here, my name is Ty, the manifestation goddess. I'm an energy alchemist, spiritual oracle, manifestation mentor, all of the things. And I want to talk about my journey to retirement from my 9 to 5. You all know that I'm a collector of experiences. So I've enjoyed the experience of working a 9 to 5, and now we are manifesting return. And we all know we live at the end of creation, so it's already done. So we're going to discuss that today. And I have time to answer questions, so that is great. So when I begin, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, and we'll hop right into it. Hey, let me know that you can hear me, goddesses. Let me know that you can hear me. This is going to be a great live today. Yay! It's not going in and out, right? All good? Sound clear? If it ever goes in and out, let me know. So, as I was saying, we are going to be discussing my journey to retiring from my 9 to 5, as I have so many gems to drop for you, and it's going to be great. I haven't retired yet, but we all know we live at the end of creation, so it's already done. But when I had set the intention that I'm going to retire from my 9 to 5, it's so funny. We all know being a passenger princess to God, everything aligns. You just kind of sit back and God is taking the driver's seat. So I'm going to give you some little gems that has happened over the last couple weeks, as well as answer some questions. Perfect, perfect. So I want to start by saying, for those who don't know, I work in pharmaceuticals. I work for a biopharmaceutical company, but I also do a lot of outreach on the side as far as discussing research and why it's important to participate, blah, blah, blah. So one of the events that I was working, I signed up for the company to work this event last month, so in January. And I'm saying this because it all aligns. So the day of the event came, and it was this past weekend. And before the event came, I was like, you know what? I'm stretching myself too thin. Like, I am so multifaceted. I have so many different interests. And these interests turn, like, these hobbies end up turning into jobs. And I was like, you know what? I can't do all of this. Like, I'm going to have to give up something. But I wrote my resignation letter for my client, letting them know that I'm not going to be doing any more events with the company, but I didn't send it. I said, I'm just going to write it and I'm going to see how things go, but I didn't send it. So fast forward, the event day came. I didn't want to go to the event. Like, for whatever reason, I woke up really anxious, didn't really want to do the event, but I've already committed. We've already paid, so I'm going to do the event. This is so aligned. So I get to the event and I meet this woman. This is tends to be a lot of networking. So I meet this woman, don't think too much of it. She introduced herself, I introduced myself, just vibing. So as the event's going on, this is a health event, so I wasn't thinking anything of it. They was like, okay, for everyone who's an entrepreneur, come in. We're gonna have this speaker. She makes millions of dollars, blah blah blah. And at the time that she was going on stage, I was actually gonna leave, and I was like, you know what? I'm already here. Let me just go listen. So why did that lady was the same lady who introduced herself to me. So she had gave me her contact information when she introduced herself to me, and I knew nothing of this lady. I had no idea that she was a millionaire, no idea she made millions of dollars, none of that. Like, we just introduced each other and exchanged contact information. And it's so aligned because she had mentioned how she made like $1 million in a day. In my mind, sometimes we cannot comprehend that amount of money, especially in a day. And everything she was saying was so aligned with what I discussed, as far as making sure you see your vision, making sure you're visualizing, because the universe cannot deliver what you cannot see. So she was discussing that. She was just discussing so many things. And for me, it was literally like my sign, like, okay, like, you're literally aligned. You wasn't even supposed to be in this room. You knew nothing about this, and here you are. So I'm high from this event, feeling great. So I went on to my weekend, and those who know, I manifested my SP, and we had a date this day. So, still feeling hot. Anyway, fast forward to the next day, I woke up from a nap and just had the urge to send my notice into this side job. And when I get the urge for things that's so strong because I'm so aligned with my God self, I do not hesitate, especially since I've already had the letter written. So I sent the letter, letting them know, it's been great. The events that we currently have coming up, I can commit to those, but I can't commit to anything new. And those will be the last events that I'll be attending. So all of that. And then after that, I had the urge. Those who know, I am manifesting my dream car, which is a Mercedes 63 GLE S Coupe. And I had the urge because so I bought some accessories for the car. Again, we live at the end of creation, so we don't wait till creation is finished. And I'm saying this because this aligns to when I got my first car last year. And before I bought that car, the week before I bought that car, I was guided to buy a license plate cover. And I was like, you know what? Like, God, why am I buying a license plate cover? I don't even have a car, but I don't question it. I was guided, so I bought it. The following week is when I manifested my car after stop looking, after deleting the car apps. When some random dealership called me, no money down, after everyone told me I need $10,000 down, no money down, in and out in less than 30 minutes. So I move when I am guided. So the fact that I was guided to send in my resignation, the fact that I was guided to buy car accessories, I just really wanted to talk about that. And I also want to touch on those who don't know, who's new here. No, I was homeless less than 2 years ago. And now I'm working in one of my dream careers. I'm in my dream apartment. Like everything has manifested. And I'm saying this because I'm not speaking on the past anymore. For anyone who wants to understand my journey, you're going to have to go to the playlist of Ty's personal journey because that is the past and we're not discussing that anymore. So moving forward, we're just going to be discussing my journey to retirement, like my journey to be a millionaire, all of the things. So that was pretty much it. Like, so as this journey's unfolding, I'm just sitting in a bliss of it. And for me, because I live at the end of creation that I know is finished, I'm not impatient. I'm not feeling anything. For me, I set the intention that I'm going to retire by the summer. But again, I just do things for the experience. If I was to retire tomorrow, that would just be that. But I love experiences. I love to play. Anyone who knows me, if you've been here, I manifest through play. So I want to make sure that I'm staying true to my authentic self by manifesting through play. Like, when do I want to retire? Okay. So let me know if you have any questions. I really just wanted to touch on that is understanding that when you have a vision that you need to take those inspired and intentional actions. Like I feel like so many times we sit here and be like, "Oh, I'm going to wait till this, I'm going to wait till that." When God is moving you to take action no matter how small you think the action is, it is a reason. And if you're a passenger princess to God, you need to be listening to your God self. Don't ask God. So many times we ask God for certain things, and then God will show us these things, tells us exactly what we need to do, and then we do not do it. Like that is where your delay is coming from because you're not taking inspired action. You're not taking intentional actions. You're sitting here waiting for something to fall out of the sky when God is like, "You asked me, I'm showing you, but then you're not doing nothing with it. So do you really want it, or do you just want to play? Like, do you just want to say, "Oh, I want it," but you don't really think that I'm going to give it to you? So if you don't think I'm going to give it to you, why are you even asking me? I'm so big on that. Like, why pray for something that you don't even think that you're going to get, or you don't even think that you deserve? It does not make sense to me. So whenever you're having a prayer, or whenever you're in prayer, and I don't support passive prayer. Like whenever you're praying, you need to declare and decree your manifestations. So once you have set that intention, once you have said your prayer, there's usually a natural next step that you need to take. And when God shows you that next step, you need to take it. Don't ever hesitate. I feel like that is the biggest delay when it comes to manifestation. We tend to hesitate on our next actions out of pure fear, and we do not live in fear. We are God. We do not live in fear. Let me see. See, that's the thing. Like when people say, "Oh, I'm going to wait for the money to have the apartment." No, you don't need to wait for anything. You take it now. Oh, I want to touch on that too. So I'm moving into, y'all know I'm a collector of experiences. So I'm moving into my next dream apartment next month. It has a beautiful floor to ceiling windows. I've always wanted floor to ceiling windows. And I was like, why am I denying my God self of this experience that I want to have? Like, God wants to experience this through me. Why am I denying myself? So I went ahead and it unfolded so seamlessly. Apartments end up cheaper than what I'm paying now. I'm getting like 8 weeks off. It just unfolds magically. Once you decide that you want to have the experience, it usually manifests seamlessly. So anyway, I decided to get a garage with my new place because I was like, you know what? I need somewhere to park my Mercedes. Like this can't just be parked in the regular parking lot. So what did I do? I took the action and added a garage to my lease because I know that it's finished and you need to let the universe know that you know that it's finished because if you're waiting, the universe is going to say, "Well, they're waiting, so let's give them more things to wait for." And I am also big on taking actions based on your faith. So I want to put that disclaimer. Do not quit your 9 to 5 if your faith is not that big. Like for leaving passive income, I know the size of my faith. Like I'm not worried about this money, nothing. So it's like I have that type of faith. Let me see. I feel like I'm always saying your name wrong, so I'm going to say Jay. Like you have to set the intention to have faith that it's done. Like whenever you're saying you want to leave your 9 to 5 and have passive income, one you need to think of what passive income means to you because sometimes when people say passive income, it's not usually enough to cover your living expenses. So you need to be very specific on what passive income means to you and believe that it's finished. Like you cannot say that this is what you want and then not believe it. Like so many times we expect things like when we're manifesting things. I still sometimes do this too, and then it manifests, and I'd be like so shocked, like, "Oh my God, I can't believe it manifests." And it's like, yes, you can. You literally asked God for this. Why would this surprise you? Like, do you not trust me? Yes, for sure. Like, I'm not anyone who knows me. No, I do not play games. I've always been like this my whole life. If I say that I'm going to do something, it is done. Like no matter what I need to do, I do not play. It is done. And this was before I even knew what manifestation was. I just knew I said something and I just know that I get what I want. Like I've always felt that way. Oh yes, girl. Those I love those butterflies. I got them from Key West in Florida and yeah, like some people spend hundreds of dollars on shoes, and I spend hundreds of dollars on dead butterflies. It is what it is. But yeah, let me know if y'all have any more questions. But yeah, I'm just gonna enjoy this journey to retiring from my 9 to 5. Like for me, I don't rush anything. I understand that I'm an eternal being and everything happens in the now. So what is the rush? Like whenever it happens, it's going to be now. I'm not going anywhere. I'm literally a supreme being. Where am I going? Like there's no need to rush. I feel like sometimes we get impatient. I want to rush things. I feel like this should be this should be that. You're not going anywhere. Like literally, you're not going anywhere. You need to know that once you set the intention, it's done. And your job, as I always say, is to enjoy the middle, enjoy the unfolding. Because once you get it, it's going to be another thing you want to get. That is the beauty of manifesting. Like it's never ending. There's always going to be something that you desire to experience. So as you're having all of these desires, which is beautiful, enjoy them as you have them. Quit rushing to the next thing. Enjoy where you are. Understand that it is a journey. So I'm very big on that. Just enjoying the experience. I feel like I used to say, "Oh, I'm manifesting," but now I'm really big on saying I'm just a collector of experiences. I understand that God self wants to experience certain things through me, and I'm just collecting these experiences and enjoying the ride. Yes, it depends on what you want to visualize. And I realized I didn't know people had issues visualizing because I feel like I live in my head, like I live in La La Land imagination. So yeah, it feels like it really just depends on what do you want to visualize. And if you were going to refer to subconscious reprogramming, I feel like that is a back door because a lot of our things that tend to manifest tend to be conscious things or subconscious things that we let me see. Let me give you an example. Mm, let's say that you want to take a trip, like, oh, I want to go to Hawaii. But in your back of your mind, you're thinking, I don't have the money to go to Hawaii. So what is going to manifest? Not you want to go to Hawaii. It's going to be you thinking, I don't have the money to go to Hawaii. So you're going to have to saturate your mind. I am big on this. Unless you are in a state where you know it's done, you have to saturate your mind with affirmations, with visualization. You can set the intention that it's done, but if you don't believe that, you need to saturate your mind. And the only way that's going to happen is if you persist. Literally, the only way that's going to happen. And I say that coming from money because I used to believe that it was so hard to manifest money. Now I manifest it daily, but I used to believe it was so hard to manifest money. But for me to get to that state where I believe that it was easy, I had to saturate my mind. And then once I saturate my mind and persist in it, the 3D proved it to me and it made it easier to believe. I'm like, okay, well, you're proving it to me. Now it's easier to believe. Like, I just make money every day. This shit is easy. Like, money is so easy. But it really comes to saturating your mind, believing that it's easy for you. And if you don't believe that's easy for you, keep telling yourself that you believe it's easy for you until you believe it's easy for you. That is how beliefs are usually formed. We tell ourselves something over and over again until it becomes hardwired in our brain. So if you're going to tell yourself something over and over again, it might as well be something positive. It might as well be something that you want. It might as well be something that you desire. My favorite affirmation right now that kind of covers everything for me is I am a supreme being and I operate on super easy mode. That is literally the affirmation I have been saying for the last 2 to 3 weeks, and everything has been just flowing steadily. I'm like, I know that I'm a supreme being and I operate on super easy mode. Like, I was on easy mode, now I'm on super easy mode. Like, I have zero effort. For me, I don't affirm anything. I don't write anything down. I don't journal. I don't visualize. I just know it's done. Like, it's just done. Like, that's just what it is. And I'm living my life as it's being done. So that is one affirmation that I've been saying to my clients, that I give everyone, like, say this affirmation, because for me, this is the most 3D results I've gotten from an affirmation to date. And I know it's because I believe what I'm saying. So you have to pick your affirmation that you believe. That's another thing I want to say. Don't pick an affirmation that you see someone else said that doesn't even resonate with you. If it's not even in the type of language or speech that you would say it, you need to change that affirmation because it needs to feel natural to you. I'm big on feeling it real. It needs to feel real to you. Susan, that's actually the best place to be, is when you don't care. I feel like for me, I got to a space. Let me tell you how I got to this space now. I got to a space where I just didn't care. And then after I didn't care, I got to a space where I felt neutral about everything. Like, I didn't feel either way about anything. And then after I got to feeling neutral, I felt detached from everything. And after I got to feeling detached, I just started feeling bliss about everything. Like, oh, like, I released the need for anything. And once I released that need energy, I am telling you, everything else manifested. It really is releasing the need. I feel like when you need something, you're telling yourself you are in lack, and you're going to get more lack. So whenever you release the need of anything, more things are going to be attracted to you because you don't need anything. You're not in the energy of need. So that was the biggest thing for me. So Suzanne, you're really on the right path. Keep going there. Let me know if y'all have any more questions. Oh, and I guess I can tell y'all, I'm working on a God State Money Masterclass, because it's so funny. I'm going to tell y'all this because a couple years ago, when I was homeless, everything, I got the download while I was in nature that I'm going to be teaching money manifestation. And when I got that download, I was like, God, are you sure? Like, I can't even afford to live. Like, how am I going to be the one to be teaching money manifestation? Fast forward to now, I now see why. I'm like, God literally will give you the vision, and it is your job to deliver. God is like, I didn't ask you how it's going to be done. I just told you this is what you're going to do. So I'm working on that. Hopefully it'll be released March 1st, and it's going to be on my Stand store. And it's going to be a more like a PowerPoint presentation, but I am going to do a voiceover. It is gold. Like, I've been working on it, and It's tea, y'all. I better get it because I'm only doing like introductory pricing for a little bit, and then it's going to go to the regular price. But more to come on that. I'm excited. Like, this is one of the projects. Like, I have certain projects that I get so excited about. Like, when I released my book last year, super excited about that project. And this is another project that I'm super excited to release. I just know it's going to change lives. You're welcome. Let me know if you have more questions. It can be about retirement from 9 to 5, money. I love talking about money. I don't understand how people, that's another thing. Don't feel tense when you talk about money. It's like some people view money as like a sin, like, oh no, we shouldn't talk about it. We all need money to live in this 3D. It's literally part of the human experience. It is not a sin to discuss it, and it is not a sin to need it. When you have money, you are allowed to bless others. When you have money, you are in a space to bless others. So you need to not see money as something outside of you. You need to not see money as bad, far away, any of that. Like, money is in the ethers. It's just floating. It's just numbers floating in space. Let me see. Oh, we're at 21 minutes. Yes, I'm going to expand on it a little bit, and then I'm going to say make sure you get the master class. So for me, let me tell you how I view money. And this is how it started manifesting really fast to me. Money, God is energy. We all know God is formless energy. God is so vast, omnipotent, omnipresent, that we cannot put God in a box. So God is expressed through me, God is expressed through these plants, and God is expressed through money. Like, God is literally everything. So if I am God, which God is energy, that means money's energy. And if I'm God, that means I'm money. So when I view it that way, like, I am formless energy in form, money is formless energy in form, I just take on that energy of money. The best way is to say it is I just take on the intention of it. Like, okay, we're not separate. Therefore, I cannot lack something that I'm not separate of. And once I really just accept that, I don't even have to understand it. Human self don't have to understand it. But once I accept that we are the same formless energy, it now just manifests. Like, okay, she understands that she's God. She understands that money's God. We're all just expressions of God, and we're not separate. I also, once I view things like that, I view everything like that. Like, even if I think of like millionaires, when I was talking about that lady that I met, I was like, okay, well, she's an expression of God. I'm an expression of God, and I believe in oneness. I believe everyone's connected. So she's now in my reality because she is a mirror of me, and I'm just going to take on that type of energy. I hope that makes sense. So I just take on the energy of what I desire to experience, because all of it is formless energy made form as God. Like, this is just God, and I'm also God. So why do I think I'm separate from this thing? Like, I'm not separate from this thing at all. And again, you don't have to understand that. I know sometimes those types of concepts can be so difficult to understand. You don't have to understand it. You just have to accept it. If you even say, I don't understand it, God, but I accept it, that is enough. I, as I mentioned in another video, I feel like the less that we understand manifestation, the easier it is that things manifest, because we cannot put our resistance to things. I feel like when we try to understand things, we try to control it and we cause resistance. But if we accept that we don't understand it, but we accept it as truth, there's no resistance because you cannot control it. Okay, y'all. If there's no other questions, I'm going to head out. So let me know. And again, my coaching right now is closed. I'm going to reactivate my coaching, my text coaching, and my one-on-one private manifest coaching on March 1st. You can always sign up for the wait list now. I feel like I have too many clients right now, and y'all know I like to do things fun. So I'm going to reopen those on March 1st. The Money Masterclass should be released March 1st. That is the goal. So yeah, I'm just so excited. I'm so excited about what's to come. And I will keep y'all posted on the retirement journey. So y'all know I've already retired from one of my side hustles. I got one more career that I need to retire from. And I feel like there's a little resistance, not gonna lie, to this one. And it's not even about the money, it's because I truly enjoy it. Like I enjoy what I do and I'm so multifaceted, but I know that that journey's over for me. So it is what it is. But let me know if you have any questions in the comments. And remember, you are a passenger princess to God. You let God control and you sit in the passenger side with your snacks, looking out the window, enjoying the music. We do not entertain what we don't want to experience. And as always, I'm happy, I'm blessed, I'm free. Yahweh. Bye.